YouTube? It is Nessa from Nessa Aesthetics and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to do a foundation review. I've never done one of these before. Pretty excited, also pretty scared because I have a lot of trouble finding foundations that I like. I'm a very picky person, but that's just my problem, okay? So the foundation I will be testing today is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. And so we're just gonna get right in. I started by washing and moisturizing my face like I always do. I'm gonna do this how I would do any other foundation, give it its fair shot. I'm going to apply half of my face with a brush and half of my face with a sponge because this works better for some foundations, this works better for others. I don't really know. I've never worn it before. I want to give it its fair shot. So we're gonna see, and whichever I end up liking, we'll just go from there. So here's what the foundation looks like. This is the lightest shade that I could find. It is Fair Porcelain, so might work, who knows. Opening it up. If you hear weird noises, it's my dog, like that. All right, so opening it up. Smells kind of like house paint. It's got a very strange, it's not a doe foot, it's like a paddle. Look, it's weird. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? You want me to put it on your face? So I guess I'm gonna put it on my face. It might match, or it might oxidize. I have no idea what it's gonna do. I'm gonna start out with this. It feels really thin. I'm gonna start with the Beauty Blender. Feels like a really, really thin, watery kind of consistency, but you know, the Fenty foundations I've heard are very watery, so I guess it's not a bad thing. It's just different than the super thick Kat Von D one that I wear. Seems to be going on pretty well with the sponge. I'm gonna use my brush and I'm gonna try to do this where you can see I have a lot more to cover on this side. Loki, my dog's being weird. I have a lot more to cover on this side, so usually for me the brush gives me better coverage than the Beauty Blender, but I don't know. I like the Beauty Blender better. So we're gonna go back to that. So personal preference is the Beauty Blender for this foundation. I'm using a lot because I'm not used to such minimal coverage in foundations. Foundations are supposed to cover up your sins, and this one's not. It doesn't look too cakey. I like the application with the sponge. It doesn't look too dark yet. It might oxidize, I don't know. But here, let's get all up in the camera. You can see there's some spots that it didn't cover perfectly, but it did a good job. It looks to me like a nice, I missed the spot. That's not the foundation. That's me. Yeah, to me it looks like a really good medium coverage foundation. It doesn't seem super buildable, but it's not terrible. I can see myself wearing this for days that my acne is completely calmed down and I don't have to worry. I just turned off my camera and now I had to turn it back on, and now the lighting's weird. I can see this as a foundation for days that my acne's not freaking out and I want just minimal coverage, so that's cool. I'm gonna take my Kat Von D concealer and I'm gonna highlight with it, and I'm not really gonna cover any blemishes because I think it's a little bit lighter than the foundation and I don't want it to do that whole halo effect. Let's see how concealer blends. It looks pretty good. I'm impressed so far. Not bad for a $6 foundation. Probably should have mentioned that at the beginning of the video, but this is $6. So whether or not it sucks, it's only $6 out of my pocket. So now I'm going to set it, and I know this with a lot of the cheaper foundations I've tried, they tend to lift when I set them. It's weird. Maybe it's just me not knowing how to do makeup. I don't know. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder in clear. It just looks like that. I like this powder. I've used it for a while. I tried the Wet n Wild one, and I felt like it sat on top of my foundation a lot more. I didn't really like it, so I'm going to use this guy. And I'm going to set my face real quick, and I will be back. Okay, I'm back, and here is the foundation set. It didn't take any of the coverage away. I'm not hating it. It looks really pretty. So far, it hasn't made my pores look any bigger. If anything, it kind of blurred them. Only thing I see is on my chin. When I put the concealer on my chin, I felt like it took the foundation underneath it off. But maybe I'm hallucinating. I don't know. Now that I've set it, I'm going to see if I can blend something on top of it. So I'm going to do contour with my bronzer because I like to break the rules. Okay, on camera, it looks way more defined. In real life, it's like really, really subtle. But it's not lifting the foundation. Let's see how long it lasts, though. So it is currently 1:15. I put it on at 1 o'clock. If I have any problems with it during the day, I will let you know. I'm gonna go put on mascara and eyebrows, and I will be right back to, I don't know, just sign out or something. I don't know. Okay, so I just filled in my eyebrows a little bit so they semi-match and don't look weird, and put on some mascara. That's pretty much all I did. I have some chapstick on. That's all I'm gonna do today. Any foundation usually starts wearing off on my chin and my nose, and sometimes I'll get little lines in between my eyebrows because I make a lot of facial expressions, as you may have noticed. So yeah, we're just gonna go about our day. I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna do everything as I normally would, and we'll see how it goes. As long as my dog doesn't lick the foundation off of my face, then I'm pretty excited about this. It is now 1:20, and I will check back in with you guys later. So, fingers crossed. Okay, I'm back, and it is about 4:20 in the afternoon. So I've been wearing this for a couple of hours, and it's looking really good. I'm very impressed so far. So right here is from my glasses because I went for a walk, and I had sunglasses on because it's a beautiful sunny day outside. A little hot, not gonna lie. I don't like hot weather. But foundation looks pretty good. This is from my mascara. The spots right around the sides of my nose started to wear just a little bit, but that's normal for any foundation. And also right in between my eyebrows looks pretty good. Little bit coming off there, but not terrible. And I've been wearing this foundation for quite a while now. I'm kind of liking it. There's a little texture here. You can kind of see right here a little bit of my pores, but still, for a $6 foundation, this is really good, and it didn't oxidize terribly, so it still matches my neck perfectly, and I'm not mad at all. So I will check back in a couple of hours and right before I take it off, just so you can see the wear process and how it's looking. But so far so good. I'm gonna go and touch up right here just so I don't look like I have 2 sets of nostrils all day. Okay, so I am back. It is about 9 o'clock, so I've been wearing this makeup for like 8 hours now, and I'm ready to take it off. So here's what it looks like. This is from me trying to fix the foundation that rubbed off from my sunglasses and failing. So that you can't blame on the foundation. But on the chin, it's completely worn off. It's creased a bit in my smile lines. The creasing around my nose is there. Right here in my, usually where I get little lines, it's completely worn off. It creased under my eyes a little bit, but I have mascara under my eyes too because It just happens. It's been on for 8 hours. You're gonna have some mess ups. But other than that, still looks really good. It's still really matte, which I was surprised because I have oily skin and usually nothing stays matte on me. Other than the Kat Von D one, that one's really good. But I'm pretty impressed with this for such a cheap foundation. My hair looks crazy right now. But for such a cheap foundation, I'm not mad. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful to you in some way or another. Sorry for the weird lighting and setup the whole time because this was taken throughout an entire day, so I didn't feel like setting up all of my filming stuff and then taking it down and then putting it back up and then taking it down. So this is what you get, okay? But you get to see what the foundation looks like, so it's kind of a win. But thank you for watching. Thanks for being here. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Maybe suggest another foundation for me to try. If it's a drugstore foundation and it's not too much money out of my pocket, I'd be willing to try it for you. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. I should know words, but I don't. Work. Coffee addiction, it's a thing. What are you doing? What we're doing is figuring out what I did with this camera. Doggo. Okay, so it's got a weird paddle thing. I was expecting... There's a weird shadow from my hand. Ooh. Loki, what do you think of my foundation? Do you like it? Della. Della. She says hi. Were you napping? You're so cute.